In this episode of Sailing Doodles, we finish up our speedboat charter in the Exumas, and I make final preparations for my single-handed sail all the way down to San Juan, Puerto Rico. Some of the islands in the Exumas have quite a large iguana population. Most of the iguanas are so tame that they actually depend on tourists for most of their meals, and will eat food right out of the palm of your hand. Well, that's if you're actually brave enough to let them do that.
Oh, come on, let him eat it out of your head.
Underneath your chin.
Yeah.
Oh, you can just do that?
Wow.
Wow.
The iguanas will let you pet them and everything. Although you do have to be careful. One woman in our group did get bit by an iguana and it left a nasty little scratch on her.
That's so cute.
Although you can see here our tour operator has no fear of the iguana. They kind of have a special relationship. If you're brave enough, you can even pick one up and let them eat out of the palm of your hand. I don't know what I was doing there, letting him sniff the back of my hand like a dog, but it seemed to work. Well, sort of.
Whoopsie.
This guy was even docile enough to really let me pick him up.
We got Grace, buddy.
After finishing up with the iguanas, it was time to head over to Thunderball Grotto to do a little snorkeling through there. This time we decided to do it right though, and climbed up to the very top. The top is about 30 feet above the water, but there's a nice little skylight that leads into the grotto. Three other people from the tour decided to join us and climbed up the grotto with us. You can see here just how high up we were. The effects of the lighting made it hard to see down into the grotto, so we had to take the word for it from everybody below that the coast was clear to jump. Then it was my turn to go. I'm really glad there was soft sand down below, because I did hit the bottom when I jumped. And then it was Lindsay's turn. She really was a trooper for doing this. We had just enough time to swim out some of the holes and the caves there in the grotto. It really is a cool experience. If you ever have a chance to get to Staniel Key or the Exumas, I highly recommend that you go check this out. Even Lindsay tested her skills at cave snorkeling. I had a point to throw in. All right, the Thunderball Grotto and jumping in a hole. Cheers!
George said.
Even though it had been all day, the tour seemed to end way too quickly. We really had a good time, and partly it was because we had such a good crew with us. Nice. All right, guys, can we say thanks to Brett for buying this bottle of vodka for us?
Thanks, Brett. Thank you.
Brett, thank you so much. We just did a live chat and he bought us a bottle of vodka. We're at Lumina Point Resort here on the beach. It's great. So.
Cheers!
Cheers!
We really do have some great
It was
patrons.
2006 or 7. It was Halloween, and we're at this bar, and I'm dressed as Borat. You know, so often I'm wearing nothing but the Borat mankini, and it's great. It's an awesome time, whatever. But the bar's closing down. It's 2 in the morning. I'm standing outside the bar. A fight breaks out in the bar. So the bouncers throw this guy out of the bar, and I'm standing on the steps outside the bar. They throw him right into me, and I go flailing off the steps, and I go down, and I hit my shoulder pretty hard. I kind of pop up, and like, oh shit, something's wrong. And so my friends are all laughing at me because I'm dressed half naked, go flying over.
Because that's funny.
Yeah,
that's funny.
And then my collarbone is up here, my arm, my shoulder's down there. Yeah, and they're like, oh, go to the hospital right now. So go to the hospital wearing nothing but a mankini. And it's like 2:30 in the morning on Halloween. And the best part is like my friend that took me to the hospital was dressed as a pimp. So it was good. Anyway, yeah.
So how do you like it? What do you think?
Love it.
What-
Sleeping on the sailboat's slightly difficult, but it's enjoyable.
What's the best part so far?
Not having to do like touristy stuff.
Everywhere you look, there's so much beauty. I guess just being in the middle of the ocean and the Exumas is the pigs.
Yeah.
Bob, that's a hard question.
So what's the worst part?
The worst part?
Sleeping on the sailboat?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay, it's just like everything's like damp at
Yeah.
night and then in the morning.
Yeah.
And that's probably the worst part.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is the harder question because I don't hate anything. Mosquitoes. There, I hate mosquitoes.
Sand
fleas. Yeah. Sand fleas.
Sand fleas.
Sand fleas, mosquitoes, equivalent amount of hatred for those guys.
Okay.
Although, other than that, everything is. There's nothing to complain about.
Would you do it again?
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
Come on down anytime.
Okay.
How do you like the pups?
Love them. They're perfect. Love the puppies. Makes me miss my Atticus.
Right. Well, next time you'll have to bring Atticus.
Okay.
All right, guys. So I'll put the link. So there, she's an interior designer. She's a fashion designer.
stylist.
Yeah.
Fashion
So,
stylist producer.
yeah. I'll put the links to their websites and everything in the show notes down below. So check that out.
Thank you, Bob. That's really nice.
Bob.
That's really nice, Bob.
All right. Well, so the girls are gone. They left this morning, headed back to Dallas. So I've been getting the boat prepped and ready to go for a while. I've gone ashore. It's about a 15-minute dinghy ride over to the fuel dock and the water dock. And I've made about, at least 5 trips getting diesel and water. It's pretty neat. They have free water. That I emptied all my gas out of my gas tanks, and I put diesel in those also, so I can carry extra diesel. Just because, I mean, it's 600 plus miles headed east, and the winds are out of the east most of the way, so I might have to motor a lot. A little windy today, so I'm gonna double check the weather here in a minute and start my first single-handed real passage. I thought about getting maybe trying to find a crew member to come, but you know what? I really just want to do it to do it. You know, it's a challenge. I'm excited and a little scared. So hopefully all goes well. All right, guys, stay tuned for scenes from the next episode where I do a single-handed journey from Georgetown, Bahamas, all the way to San Juan, Puerto Rico. It was something like almost 800 miles, sailing miles. 9 days, really tough stuff. Won't be doing it again, but hopefully it's entertaining footage for you. So I want to ask a favor from all the viewers and patrons and everything there. What I really like to do with this channel is I want to get a bigger boat so that I can bring on more full-time crew. I want to bring on like 4 or 5 full-time crew members, and we just cruise around and all that. I've seen video channels like that. They're just so much fun to do, to watch, and so I hope you would benefit from that. So basically, I need a way to be able to do that. So if I could make a deal with like a broker or something like that, give him some advertising. But if you guys have any ideas on how we can raise some money to buy a bigger boat, I mean, I would say I would sell or trade my boat in to do that, but I just don't have enough cash to buy another boat. So you can either send me a direct message, I'll put my email down in the link below, or leave a comment or something like that. If you have a way you think you can help, I'd be happy to hear it. Well, thank you for watching another episode of Sailing Doodles. Be sure to check back next week as we single-hand it 800 miles to San Juan, Puerto Rico. We hit some rough weather and some lonely times, but it was fun all the way. And be sure to click the like and subscribe buttons down below. And if you're not a patron yet, check out sailingdoodles.com and please become one. You can do that for as little as $1 an episode.